Hi, I'm Rick Boyer from The Learning Parent, home of Character Concepts Curriculum. For the last few videos we've been talking about socialization for kids. Today I want to read you a couple of quick excerpts from my book, The Socialization Trap. A book I found in a college library appears to be a college-level sociology text. Published in 1986, it's fairly up-to-date and very revealing in stating the humanist view on the function of peer groups. Quote, "The peer group helps children form attitudes and values. It provides a filter for sifting through their parent-derived values and deciding which to keep and which to discard." Now, did that register with you? What these secular authors are saying is that not only is it a fact, but it's a desirable fact that children look to their peers to decide which of the values you're teaching your kids they should keep and which they should discard. Now, the authors go on. Peer groups often impose their values on children. Children play games in groups. Unfortunately, it's usually in the company of friends that children also shoplift, begin to smoke and drink, sneak into movies, and do other undesirable things. Sixth graders who are rated as more peer-oriented report engaging in more of this kind of behavior than parent-oriented children. And then they give the source of their quote from a certain study. John Holt, who taught in both public and private schools and later became an education reformer, said this, and I quote this in my book also. "When I point out to people that the social life of most schools and classrooms is mean-spirited, status-oriented, competitive, and snobbish, I'm always astonished by their response. Not one person of the hundreds with whom I've discussed this has yet said to me that the social life at school is kindly, generous, supporting, democratic, friendly, loving, or good for children. No, without exception, when I condemn the social life of school, people say, but that's what the children are going to meet in real life." That's education reformer John Holt. You know, why in the world do we try to prepare our children for a world where people can stand up for themselves, where they can appeal to authority, where they can walk away from people they don't want to be with, by locking them up in classrooms with kids all of their own age, which creates all kinds of comparison and competition which nobody has ever shown to be healthy for children. Quite the contrary. I heard people many times talk about sending their children to school and getting back kids who used to be happy and carefree but are now sullen, resentful, walking around with their shoulders hunched. I know the feeling. I was a school kid once too. Well, I talk a lot more about these issues in my book, The Socialization Trap. I had one mom in Maryland write to me and say, "My mother-in-law was dead set against homeschooling because of the socialization aspect. But I gave her your book. She read it and gave it back to me after 3 or 4 days, and she said, that answered all my questions. By all means, get them out of school." You can find this book on our website if you're interested. You know, social learning, like all success in life, is all about character. You can learn more at www.thelearningparent.com. Now, go hug your kids.